Um, guys gave in a little bit to fatigue early on, and you know, it's easy the first week to always come out with great energy and practicing well, one-on-ones and everything, and then second week you get a little more tired, got a little hotter today, and so that's a lot of times where pretenders fall out and contenders rise to the top, and so it's a good lesson for our guys to see today that you don't get to choose when you go hard, and you can't get back the time you waste if you're going through the motions early on in practice. So not as many turnovers today was a good thing for the quarterbacks, but we got a lot of work to do.
The offense looks like they maybe gave in less to the tiredness and defense out there. Is that
I don't know that. I don't know that. Production would probably show that. I don't know that that's actually the case. But the offense did move the ball better in the move the ball situations than they had lately.
The fact that that did happen, is that because the protection was better, because Robert and Flournoy were back in the mix? What was better today?
Well, it helps to have Robert. The quarterbacks took care of the ball a little bit better. We really didn't let the defensive line be as relevant by the play calling and the ball being out quick, and put in a new screen today, which helps against the pass rush. So it was a number of things.
Are there going to be days where you're going to let more some of the quarterbacks get more reps than others, just to get more of a look at them?
Not yet. We're really trying to make things as even as we can, and don't want to give guys certain days yet, because all of a sudden you get a day where Robert's not there and then he is, and so trying to balance out the competition the best that we can.
Are you going to scrimmage Saturday?
Yeah, it just depends what. We've been scrimmaging a lot of these practices since, because the team has gone to live at the end. But we won't just come out here and go to the team right away and scrimmage the entire time. We don't. Our fundamentals are so far away. We have to maximize every day to make sure we're doing a lot of fundamental individual work. So we won't come out here where we just go to team right away. We got too many new guys. Too many guys that haven't played enough. It's too critical for us to develop our individual fundamentals.
With less, sounds like that means less plays. If you were to do scrimmaging, how would you allot the backup reps for the quarterback?
Yeah, once again, we'd make them even as much as we could. Obviously, it's harder to do in the scrimmage format because drives go longer and shorter. So, but we would try to even it out as much as we could.
Anybody stepping up at cornerback opposite the Cal or safety opposite TJ yet?
I think Burnett's playing really well, for a guy that's doing track and coming over here. Doing both during the week. I think that was a really good move by us, moving him out there. He's playing well. He's tackled really well in the drills, and so it's good to see two corners that are tackling extremely well, getting to Cal and him.
You talked about giving up a lot of big explosion plays in passing game last year. What do you think is the biggest cause of that, and what areas can you improve the most so that doesn't happen again?
Yeah, we were too aggressive. We got to be more deep conscious and make sure that we're keeping the ball in front of us and angles, and just way too many big plays that weren't necessarily great plays by the opponent. A lot of times guys are pretty open, so it's been something that we've worked a lot on. We're not doing as much defensively, schematically, as we did a year ago, so we can really master what we're going to be good at, not water it down.
And during the fall, you guys weren't really able to tackle a whole lot until you did a little bit towards the end of the season, but you really are focused on tackling, especially wrapping up instead of just trying to knock a guy down. Is that something that you had planned to do? As far as the wrapping up, and instead of some of the, I don't know what you call it, but the
Kill shots?
Yeah.
Knockdowns.
Okay, you lost me there.
No, just some bad habits.
I got you. Yeah, we obviously are focusing on tackling after last season. A lot of tackling drills, not just versus our down the line guys, but versus our front line guys, as you saw today. So I know that'll help us improve. You may risk some injuries at times, but it's too critical to get this fixed.
Go to pro day at all?
I didn't really have a reason to. I talked to all those. I had a meeting with all the scouts and coaches before. Talked about all the players. We've got a lot of work to do. I've seen our roster out here, so I don't really have 2 hours to stand on the field.
A lot of your current players did attend. Did you talk to them about that, or what do you think they get out of with going there and checking that out?
Well, I think it motivates them some. You know, they see, you know, kind of the end of the college season for guys. So, you know, so hopefully it's another motivating factor.
Have you talked to Bryce Butler yet?
No.
Are you going to?
I don't know.
Do you think you should?
I'm worried about the players that want to be here, the guys that are out here on the field.
You've taken some guys though that have left and come back. So what's the difference with this case?
Because I hadn't called them in the middle of spring ball, begging them to come back. You know, we want guys that want to be here. You know, if he wants to be here, then we'll talk to him at that time. I think it's a pretty neat deal to be on a $75,000 scholarship a year playing football at USC. So I don't think most people would want that.
Did you see the HBO show last night or hear about it?
No.
Do you know what the subject of it was? Or? No.
But, I'm sorry, were you still answering his question?
No. You guys really just think I have nothing to do. So I'm supposed to be at pro day for 2 hours. I was supposed to watch HBO last night. Anything else?
Yeah.
You're supposed to call
What,
Bryce Butler.
I was supposed to call the guys and the players that don't want to be here. Yeah.
How do you think Barkley is?
I think Matt's doing well. I think still gets frustrated at times. And forces the ball. He can't do that regardless of the injuries out there. He's frustrated. You know, the guy wants to have a great year, and spring is really when you can master your game, and it's hard when you don't have a lot of guys out there with you to do that. So I'm sure he's frustrated. I know he's frustrated, but he can't let that affect his decision making.
Are there any quarterbacks that are edging ahead for the second spot?
No. You know, we're gonna take this whole spring into account. All the reps, everything counts, and then you know, hopefully we'll figure it out down the road.